What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is Marketing with Dev. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos just like this. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 mistakes you guys can potentially be making in your ads that is costing you thousands and thousands of dollars, right? There's a whole bunch of different mistakes that people can be making when they're running ads, but in this video, there's 3 specific ones that I want to talk about. So let's get into it. So the first mistake that many people make with their ads is a very simple one, and it's just they're not spending enough money. So when we are running ads, you have to understand that we are paying for data. We need to put our ads into the marketplace and let the prospects tell us what they like, what they don't like, what works, what doesn't work, what they will click on, what they won't click on, what they will buy, what they won't buy. If we do not spend money, we cannot get that data. And if we cannot get that data, we cannot make accurate decisions going forward. So no, you can't spend $100 in a month and get mad that you didn't make $200,000 off of that and then say, I'm not advertising anymore because the ads don't work. You're not spending enough money, right? You need to spend a sufficient amount of money on your ads so you can get data, so you can make data-driven decisions. That is the most important thing about spending money, right? We're spending money because we need to get proper data so we can make data-driven decisions to improve our ad performance. If we're not spending any money, or if we're spending too little money, it's going to take a very long time to get the data that we need to be able to make the decisions that we need to make to improve our ad performance. Now, don't hear that as me telling everybody to spend $1 million a day on ads. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are going to be running ads, you need to understand that is going to be investment that is involved. You're going to have to spend money if you want to make money. And the second mistake that I see a lot of prospects and clients make all of the time is that they're not testing enough, or they're not testing at all. I can't tell you how many different times where I've been on a meeting with a prospect and they don't test any of their ads. I asked them, why are these ads running? Why are you running this copy? They said, oh, I just wrote it, or oh, I just had it in my camera roll and I just put it on there. And I said, okay, well, which videos did you test it again? Crickets, radio silence, right? A lot of people don't test their ads, and that is extremely dangerous. So it's like going to a store, your mall, you need to get some clothes, and all of the clothes you bought, you don't try any of them on. And then when you get home, you realize that they don't fit, and then you get upset, right? Well, you shouldn't be upset because all you had to do was try them on at the store and you would have known that it didn't fit, and you could have just got a different size. That's the exact same thing that happens when it comes to your ads. You need to test your ads so you can see what works and see what doesn't work. If you only run one ad, that could be the worst performing ad that you may have, but you won't know that because you have nothing else to compare it to. You only have data from one creative, or you only have data from one piece of copy, right? So you need to understand that testing is going to be the way that you can understand what's working in the marketplace. What do your ideal clients actually want to see? What kind of video do they like? What kind of copy do they respond to? What kind of headlines do they respond to? There's only one way to find out all of these answers, and that is with testing. So if you're not testing, you're not finding out any of these answers. And if you're not finding out any of these answers, your advertising is not doing well, because you have to have this data if you expect to have a good ads, if you expect people to actually respond to your ads. So for us, we launch a new test every Monday and every Thursday. We let them run for 3 days. We analyze, we make data-driven decisions from there. But if we don't test and we don't give the ads sufficient time to actually accumulate data, then how can we possibly make any decisions going forward to improve ad performance, right? It's super crucial that we're understanding that testing is important. Testing is a part of advertising, right? So 10% of your total ad budget should always be allocated to testing, because you need to understand what is going to work and what is not going to work. Just because you think it's going to work, 9 times out of 10, the video you think is going to do well will not do well. And the video you think won't do well will do well, because you are not the only person in your market. You may be somebody who's in your own market, but there's a whole bunch of other people with different experiences who don't look like you, who live across the country, who live in a different country, who respond differently. And the only way we can see how these people will respond to certain things is to test. So ABT, always be testing. And the third mistake that a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs make when they're running their ads is that they don't do proper market research. And if you don't do proper market research, you don't know who you're talking to. And if you don't know who you're talking to, there's no way that people are going to respond to your ads, because they're all over the place. If you're advertising to everybody, you're advertising to nobody. That's why it's super important that you know who your market is, you know who your ideal clients are, so you can directly talk to their pain points, directly talk to their goals and their dreams. But if you don't do any market market research, you won't know what their goals and dreams are. You don't know what their pain points are. So you can't write effective copy if you don't even know any of the problems that these people are going through. And if you don't know all these problems that these people are going through, it's because you're not doing market research. So before you even think about running ads, before you even think about doing any kind of marketing, you need to be studying your market. You need to know your ideal client like the back of your hand. You need to know what kind of shows they like. You need to know what kind of food they eat. You need to know where they hang out. You need to know what their biggest problems are, and you need to know what their goals and dreams are, right? Because if we know what their biggest pain points are, if we know what bothers them the most, then we can use those things in our advertising. We can use those things in our copy to elicit an emotional response. But if you're not doing research, you cannot get these insights. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. That was 3 mistakes that can really ruin your ads. So if you guys are making any of these mistakes, make sure you guys go back and correct them, right? Because it's okay to make mistakes, but now that you know better, now you should go and try to do better. So make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.